In this piece, football meets the law, which for me is obviously perfection. So this is for lawyers and football fans. Normally my blogs are for one or the other. This is for both. So the technical bit first. This is about introducing Part 36 offers into football. Lawyers will know, well, you don't actually, most of you, but Part 36 is a system whereby a party can make an offer to settle a matter. So, I run into the back of you and injure you. I'm going to lose that case. And I say to you, I'll give you £10,000. If you say yes, that's a done deal. You get your money and you get your costs. If you don't accept it and you go to court and you don't get more than £10,000, then what the court, who doesn't know about the offer, what they're really saying is, you should have taken the offer. It was a good one. You've caused everyone to come to court and waste all this money. You, even though you've won your case, you have to pay all of the costs, your own and mine, from the date I made the offer, because you should have taken it. The other way around, let's say it's you and said to me, you've injured me, I'll take £10,000. And I say no. And you go to court and you get £10,000 or more, well, I have to pay your costs anyway because I've lost the case. So I have to pay extra costs, a lot extra. And you get a 10% bonus on your damages because you've been put to the trouble of going to court when you tried to settle it sensibly early on. So lawyers, that's the snappiest version of Part 36 you'll ever hear. Football fans, you've been very patient. I want to introduce this into football. So a team can make an offer in advance to settle the result of a game. For example, without picking on them in particular, let's say Crystal Palace are at home to Arsenal in the new Premier season. Crystal Palace think that'd be good to get a point on the board. Arsenal might take a different view. So Crystal Palace offer Arsenal a 0-0 draw. Arsenal accept, then you don't have to play the match. It's 0-0, point each. Arsenal think, no, we're going to get a point. Definitely, probably going to win. We're not going to take this. So the match goes ahead. If Arsenal win, they win. And that's that. They were right not to accept the offer of a draw. But if in fact it is a 0-0 draw, then Crystal Palace have done as well as they offered. So Arsenal should have accepted that. Why put everyone to the problem of actually playing the match? So Crystal Palace get an extra goal. That's the Part 36 reward. So though they've drawn 0-0, because they offered that in advance, they're declared to have won 1-0. And if Crystal Palace win, well, they just get an extra goal. So instead of 2-0, it's 3-0. Now, you might think this is me having a laugh or gone completely mad, and you may well be right on both counts. You've been like that for a long time, actually. But think about it. No need to have a match behind closed doors. No need for the players to risk catching COVID-19 or be tested or whatever. It's a fantastic idea. What about FA Cup games? Let's take a different example. Hemel Hempstead Town are at home to Liverpool. Put Dave Boggins, for those of you who know him, in a situation. Well, we all want to go up to Anfield and we want the gate money. So Liverpool offer, again, a 0-0 draw. We take it. There's a replay, not really a replay because we haven't played the first game. Well, we could actually play that on a Saturday we were due to play the first game. But really it just switches to Anfield. Or Liverpool might say, it's ridiculous, we don't win at Hemel Hempstead. So they say no. Hemel Hempstead get a draw, well, we get a goal on top. So we've won 1-0 and gone through. endless possibilities when you look at two-legged matches in particular. There's a lot of fuss, a lot of travel in a COVID situation. Why not try and settle the first leg so that both teams know where they're starting in the second leg? There's endless possibilities of introducing this system into professional football. There really is. So not everyone's going to agree with this idea, so I'd like to hear from you. Details on screen.